The Switch 2 is going to be available June 5th, 2025. And let's talk about some of the features that I personally like that I don't think nobody else is talking about. So let's talk about it. Now, yes, the Switch does support 4K, but it's only the dock. That's it. When the Switch 2 is off the dock, it is not 4K anymore. It will have HDR and it is full 1080p, but it is not going to support 4K only when docked. So that's something that you guys need to pay attention to. Now, the new dock also has a built-in cooling fan to help keep the Switch 2 cool. That's the little fan that you see right there. So it does help keep the Switch cool, so longer performance. Here's some specs of when it's docked. Yes, it does have 4K mode when it's docked to the television, like we talked about earlier. And they say size don't matter. Stop it. Look how big the Switch 2 is compared to the regular Switch. Ugh, that is fantastic. The storage is definitely going to get increased. 256 gigs. That's what's going to be on the console itself. So no more 32. We're going all the way up 8 times. The Switch 2 is going to have 2 USB ports. One on the top, one on the bottom, and they're going to be Type-Cs. Now, what I like about that, having one on the top, is when you have your Switch in dock mode, when you're playing on it, it's on a table, a coffee table, when you at McDonald's, anything like that, you can still charge it from the top or use the camera. You guys, yes, the Switch 2 is going to have a camera, and by this image, it looked like you might be able to do video chat, and that's been going from consoles since the PS3. As you can see in here, the Switch 2 is very flexible. One of the features that I find is very unique is you can use your Joy-Con as a mouse. So let's say if you can compare it with a keyboard and everything like that, that's going to be some interesting gaming. And it actually showed a game that uses. So this game right here, you use the 2 Joy-Cons to control the tires, how you move on the wheelchair, and then you shoot and everything like that, like you're playing basketball and stuff like that. If you're using the Switch and you're just holding the Joy-Cons, the buttons are a lot bigger for those with big hands. Big hands. The Joy-Cons are also going to be magnetic. Perfect. Perfect. So, as you can see right here, the Switch itself, when it's in your hand in handheld mode, the screen is going to be a 1080p screen with high dynamic range and 120 hertz. Well, 120 FPS, so how fast it moves and everything. Screen size, right there, the screen, 1080p, 720p. And this is a size comparison. The Switch 2 is releasing. What do you think?